Hey guys, so this is my New Year's Eve video just to say thank you to all of my subscribers that have subscribed to me this year in 2025 going into the new year for 2026. Because, I live in Texas and it's not midnight yet, but I just wanted to wish everybody a happy 2026 because my millennial generation, 1996 born babies, are turning 30 this year. They are turning 30 in 2026, guys. It's really amazing how far we have come. I know a lot of people died from drugs through the years in my generation, and car accidents and other things that happened before and after COVID. But my generation, it's still holding out strong. Thank goodness I didn't lose a lot of friends during COVID because a lot of my friends survived COVID. A lot of my 1996 millennial friends that graduated with me from high school, we all survived. We had our class reunion in 2024, which was our first 10-year reunion. We survived, we laughed, we had a great crowd, and it was just really wonderful and blessed that my friends and I got to get together in 2024 at our class reunion. Yep. So I'm very thankful. I have a lot of friends that are still alive, still chatting with me, still keeping in touch with me and on social media, because we have a class page on social media that we can talk to, and it's been really great, guys. I am so glad I get to keep a steady job, thankfully. I worked a whole year at my church in the hospitality department after my office assistant position because my pastor promoted me on my 29th birthday to be moved to hospitality and cleaning, and I get to clean my church school 3 days a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from the morning till the afternoon, from 10 a.m. to about 12 p.m., usually because I have to do a lot of mopping and sweeping, and I work on a team. I am in charge of cleaning the school, while the other two ladies that are above me, they're in charge of cleaning the church and the sacristy and the pastor's house next door to the church. They're in charge of that area, and I'm in charge of cleaning the school by myself, unless one of the ladies that comes on Wednesday and Thursday works with me on teaming up with me, because sometimes one of my co-workers teams up with me in the church school, and she does the bathrooms, and I do the classrooms, and she does other tasks in the classrooms on the days that, when it's my turn to vacuum and do other things, we rotate our tasks. She and I, my coworker and I, we rotate our tasks because I vacuum on Mondays and she vacuums and does the same things I do on Wednesday or Thursday if she's in and not off, and so yeah. It's been a great 2025, guys, and I'm so blessed that I got to keep a steady job for a whole year at my church, besides teaching catechism at my Texas side church in the Catholic faith. I'm just really thankful with all the gifts I got at Christmas, with my young adult friends, and all the support that I got for 5 years since my mom passed away. I mean, I am very grateful I got the support I needed 5 years in a row this year going into 2026, because in 2026 it'll be 6 years since my mom passed away from COVID and cardiac arrest in October. So yeah, I'm so thankful for all of my subscribers that subscribed to my YouTube channel this year, and those that, like Insane Board Game Freak, he had to leave YouTube for personal reasons, and I respect him, and I was so grateful to watch his game videos, including his Inspector Gadget games, because in my profile, I love Inspector Gadget. He's one of my favorite cartoon detectives, where I did my first videos with my doll and other cartoon characters and Barbies I had, because I wanted to make my channel entertaining and relaxing for adults and children that need some calming down for their mental health at work. My videos were for everybody that just needed to calm down and relax, get their mental health straightened out after a hard day's work from being bullied at work, or need to go back to their childhood to enjoy cartoon characters again, like those puppet shows we watched as children that helped us to relax and unwind from a hard day's work. My mom and dad taught me that I can achieve dreams by making videos for other people when it comes to making puppet shows or something, You know what I'm saying, guys? I love making content that will make everybody of all ages that want to go back to their childhoods, like my Inspector Gadget skits and stuff that I use with my dolls that that act like puppets, but it's not really a, what I'm talking about, guys. I'm making shows that are better than puppet shows. I just love to create things with using my imagination and creativity skills and creating stories. And I'm so grateful that this year has been successful for me, keeping a steady job at my church. Since I started my first position in September of 2024, the week of Labor Day, and then I was promoted on my 29th birthday on August 3rd, 2025, I was promoted to my hospitality position and got more days and hours to work every other week, because they have to have weeks open for the exterminator to come and spray the school and church real good. So when there are no church services, like daily mass services, they have the exterminator come and spray the school and church real good. When I'm not on the weeks that I'm not working, they have to have the exterminator come and spray for the rats and bugs, so we can prevent the rat infestation and the bug infestation from happening in our church school, since our church building is so old. And we have restored it very well with new church doors and church flooring and stuff. It's just that the building itself is very old and needs more stuff worked on. But we did get new windows and new things over the summer of last year. Summer 2024 is when we got new church school windows and new church doors repainted. Everything was redone. It's just that the building itself, somehow there are bugs and rats being attracted. And our maintenance guy found out where the rats and the bugs were coming. There's some of the old walls or some, so we do have the exterminator come every week to exterminate our school on the days that I don't work. On the days that I do and weeks that I do not work, we have the exterminator coming to spray our school real good. So that way in summer of 2026, we can build, our pastor is building our new school building. Our new and improved school building will be built in summer of 2026 because we start in September. We start in September at my church after Labor Day. So summer, after once everybody is out of school in summer of 2026, we can start building the new church school that will have 2 stories in it. The bottom story will be the little grade levels, and the principal's office, the director of religious education's office will be on the first floor at the bottom. And the younger grades will be at the bottom, and the older grades in the adult classes will be at the second floor level. So we will have an elevator in the new school that we're building this summer in 2026. We're building a 2-story school building, Catholic school building at my church to expand everything, to make everything safer and nicer. And they're going to do renovations on our old school building this summer as well as building the new school building so that the older grade levels and younger grade levels can have a safer and newer building with fresh walls and fresh everything that needs to be safe for the kids and the teachers that teach the kids their religious education. It's very important that you restore and create a new building that's better and safer for our students, because it's time that our old school building needs a renovation done, and the walls need to be taken down and all this stuff. And they're going to do all that this summer after our Vacation Bible School program is done. After Vacation Bible School is done, then they can start working on our school building and make the renovations to the old building and build the new school building so we could have more room for our students, because our students are growing by the numbers, and that's really good news. We've got the funding to create a new Catholic school building so we can have enough room for all of our students and enough classrooms for the grade levels. So this is the good news of 2026 for me, guys, and thank you so much for watching me through the years. And my channel is to relax people after a hard day's work, and also audiences that are still in high school, that are autistic, that need to relax. There's a lot of people in my audience that have mental health issues that love my videos because I'm very relaxing and gentle. because I take after my mom. My mom was a reading specialist besides a psychologist, helping and comforting children and their parents. And I would go with her to visit the children that were on my mother's list in my town, to counsel and comfort them while their other parent was in jail. And the child was suffering trauma, and my mother was certified in trauma and stuff in her psychology field, in her counseling field, helping the mothers and the children. And I was there to play with the children and share my toys with them, and I would bring toys and books to read to the children when I was young in the early 2000s, with my mother going on her assignments where the mothers and my mom's boss said it was okay for me to play with the children at their houses, while my mother was counseling the parents in a private room at their house. Like, my mother would counsel the mothers in the dining room, and the mothers would close the door so that the children won't hear their conversations with my mother, and I would be in the playroom with the child next door to the dining room, because the mothers would show me a room where I could play with their children while my mother was counseling them. And I made those children every year feel like they are loved by reading them stories and making puppet shows for them, and with my mother, and creating stories with them, just to tell them that they have a friend in Texas. They have a friend in my hometown, that their mom and my mom can be really good acquaintances, and the child can keep up with my mom and letting me know that they're okay, and their school is giving them their accommodations to help them get through the trauma that they're facing with their dad being in jail. And it was a blessing to help children growing up. That's how I started my creativity, by helping the poor children in my town with my mom and playing with them, making puppet shows with them, and doing arts and crafts with them while my mother counseled their mothers. And we still kept in touch with a few of them until they moved away to another state, but they texted my mom by email and cell phone, letting my mom know that their child, Mrs. Amber, one of the mothers said, "Miss Jacobs, my child so-and-so, Mrs. Amber, and her arts and crafts and her toys that she let them play with." And I know Amber is a teenager now, but I know that she was a gift to my child when you counseled me, Miss Jacobs. Your daughter Amber made my child make new friends at their school that they went to. Even though your daughter and my child don't go to the same school, we can still keep in touch through text messaging and email, Miss Jacobs. And my child still thinks about Amber and her kindness that she had given me. And because these parents that my mother counseled many years ago when I was little, they kept in touch with my mother, asking how I was doing, asking if my child, they would ask by email and text message to my mother if their child can maybe see me again or something. And of course, my mother, in her professionalism, had to say yes or no because of the advantage of kindness. Because my mom had to be careful who she contacted in a counseling clientele. But anyway, thank you so much for being here for me, guys, and have a great 2026.